The relationships that I've built in network marketing with the people that I trust, that I'm aligned with, are priceless, absolutely priceless.
I would tell you it's important to be here because you don't understand what you're missing unless you're there.
The mindsets of network marketing, there's about a dozen of them. I'm going to teach you all of them. What works way better than competition is collaboration.
Richard's coaching has done so much for my business, so much for me personally, but I can actually quantify that $4,000 a month of my commission check comes directly from a coaching that I took from Richard.
Richard Bliss, Brooke here. We are live.
We sit here today with none other than Mark Victor Hansen,
Bob Proctor. This is Kendra Hall.
Tanya Stringer,
Jack Canfield. DeWitt Jones.
James Clear,
Les Brown.
One of the things you're going to get when you come to United is you're going to make friends. You're going to make friends in this profession you never had before, and they're going to be in a different company than you. And why is that valuable? I want to tell you a little thing I used to do when I owned my own network marketing company, and I was the chief coach and trainer and speaker and event designer, and I was recruiting and building just like everybody else because that's how you build a company. And one of the things that I did that was just absolutely remarkable, and I loved it, and it worked like magic, is whenever I had a 3-day, inspirational event, I didn't have national conventions. I only had a 3-day leadership kind of event every 4 months. So we had a rhythm. Every 4 months, everybody came to the event. And we didn't burn a whole month in a big hoopla convention. I'm not a big believer in them. But my keynote speaker at all of those events were friends that I developed who had built big in other companies. My keynote speakers were competitors, distributors, people that had built big teams, but they were a united, we stand kind of people. They were people like me. They were people that would never, ever go behind my back, never drop some subtle hint, never put up a Facebook post about recruiting everybody into their deal. And I had them be my keynote speaker. I had at least a dozen or more of them in a dozen different companies, absolute competitors who came for free and just told their story for an hour and a half and were the keynote speaker of my events. How did I pull that off? From events like United We Stand. I met these people at generic events. They became fast and famous friends. Competitors, yes, but more importantly, collaborators. So you can either be a competitor, and here's the mindset of a competitor. I got to beat you. I'm better than you. It's like a zero-sum game, right? There's only so much success, and I've got to get more than you. I've got to do it faster. I got to do it bigger. My comp plan's got to pay out more ways. My product's got to be fancier. My management team's got to be better. My company's got to be growing faster. I got to be better, 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 better. That's the competitive mindset. Sucks. Totally sucks. If you're a super competitor, you don't have the right mindset. You're just going to burn out and end up alone in life. Why? Because you see everybody else as edible. And that does not inspire them, and that does not empower them. What works way better than competition is collaboration. Now, I love learning from my competition. I like looking to see what do they do that they do better than me. And that inspires me to improve. And I love to sit down with somebody that I trust. I sit down with people like Tom Chenault and Jordan Adler and Donna Johnson and Andy Dooley and, dozens and dozens of these people. And we talk about what works and what doesn't work and what are you doing that's working. And we collaborate. We don't try to recruit each other's people. There's plenty of people out there. There's 290 million people in the United States that are not in network marketing. Recruiting each other's people? That's competitive skunk stuff. That's stupid. That's weak. That's super low self-esteem is what it is. So, one of the things you're going to learn at United is you're going to learn about people that you're going to fall in love with that are in other companies, and they're going to serve you in relationship and collaboration for the rest of your career, because you're going to forge a bond. Might only be the people at your table that you work with, but you're going to develop these relationships, and they're going to be incredibly valuable, incredibly valuable. The relationships that I've built in network marketing with the people that I trust, that I'm aligned with, are priceless, absolutely priceless. And that's something you get for free. So come and meet some of your collaborators and develop a relationship with them that will be priceless in the rest of your career. Hey, let's talk about some of the mindsets that you need to develop that I'm going to teach you how to develop. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your mindset about network marketing? Like, how do you hold it? What's your story about network marketing? I'll bet you have a story that sounds like this. Oh, network marketing is the greatest business model on the planet. It's just so fantastic. It's so wonderful. Network marketing produces more millionaires than any other. No, it doesn't. You probably have this intellectual, like, elevator pitch about network marketing. But when you're introduced to somebody, you introduce yourself to somebody, and they ask you what you do, what do you say? That'll tell you what your mindset is about network marketing. Do you try to hype up what you say? Do you try to put a lot of whipped cream on it? Do you try to disguise it? Do you try to make it sound better? Just tell the truth. You're not telling me, you're telling you. Just tell the truth. Do you try to make it sound better than it really is? Do you lie about it? Do you try to make yourself sound cooler than you really are? Or do you tell the truth? The absolute equivocal truth. Are you so proud and so convicted? Do you have such high conviction and confidence about network marketing that you can tell the truth about it? Or do you have to put a bunch of spin on it? Only you can answer that question. But if you put any spin on it, you put any whipped cream on it, if you try to make yourself look cooler, sound better, if you disguise it in any way, one of my great friends in this profession, Mark Yarnell, people used to ask him, what do you do? And his elevator pitch was, I'm an emergency retirement specialist. I said, Mark, come on. You are not an emergency retirement specialist. I get how you could say you are. The problem is when you say that to somebody, they either, of course, don't understand what you're talking about. Now they have to ask you again. And nothing irritates people more than they ask you a question. They don't get a straight answer, so they have to ask you again. You're already not trustworthy. So why do you have to say emergency retirement specialist? Well, Mark loved to just toy with people is why he did it. But Mark had an awesome mindset about network marketing. I guess maybe it just bored him. But most people come up with this stuff about, you know how some people run out of month before they run out of money? Well, I teach people how to run out of money before they run out of month. I think I got that backwards, but you get the point, right? Oh, wow, that's what you do? Oh, wow. Oh, could you show me how to run out of month before I run out of money? No, people hear that BS and they go, what a dirtbag tool you are. Shut up with that stuff. And they just walk away. They just leave. Right? You want to do this for the rest of your life and love doing it? Love network marketing so well that if somebody asks you what you do, you could actually say this with a straight face. Have you ever heard of Amway? They're going to probably say yes. Well, I don't do Amway, but I do a company that's like Amway. I mean, the same, model. That's what I do. We sell essential oils, but, see if you can pull that off. Because if you do, the person you're talking to, wow, there's actually nothing you can ever say that is worse than that to them. So it's all uphill from there. And they trust you. Why? You told the truth. But do you have the conviction? Do you believe in network marketing enough to say that? How about explaining network marketing? Can you explain network marketing in a way that a layperson that doesn't know anything about it can understand it? Can you put it on a piece of paper or a whiteboard or something? Can you actually explain it? Most people cannot. Most people building cannot. Which is why almost everybody in network marketing just sort of falls to the product. They spend all their time talking about the product and everything it cures. Why? They understand peddling. They understand selling a product. They get that. It's really simple. I sell you the product, I make money. I understand the product. I understand all I have to do is memorize what's in it, all these ingredients and all the cool places they came from and everything this stuff cures. All I have to do is memorize that. And then I just have to ask you a few questions, and then like, okay, I got you. And I tell you everything it cures. But network marketing, oh my gosh, you want to have the same conviction and the same knowledge and be able to explain network marketing the way you can explain your product? That takes 10 times the effort. 10 times the effort, at least 10 times the effort. And 99.9% of people in network marketing, they don't ever go there. They don't ever take on learning how network marketing works, how to explain it, why it works, how the math works. Here, let me give you an example. Give me the next number. 3927. Do you know the next number? 81. Do you know the next number? 98% of you watching this video don't know the next number. 416, 64, 256. Next number? You don't know it. If you do know it, 1024, what's the next number? You don't know it. 525, 125, 625? Do you know the next number? You don't. You don't deserve to make any money in network marketing. You can't even explain the very most basic, fundamental, how it works. And you've probably been doing this for 5 or 15 years. Crazy. The mindsets of network marketing, there's about a dozen of them. I'm going to teach you all of them. Think you might want to learn them? 392781.
Join Richard Bliss Brooke at United We Stand on Fire Virtual Boot Camp, October 17th and 18th on Zoom. Get your ticket now for only $97 and unlock 30 days of free live coaching with Richard and a 30-day recruitment challenge immediately after the event.